Hey, it's Steve Jolly with the Home Buying Skills Channel. And on today's show, I want to talk to you about how you can sell your home for top dollar and a proven plan to make the most money. Are you ready? Now let's get to business. Now the 5 keys to selling your home for top dollar are these: preparation, staging, pricing, marketing, and negotiations. All these are key, and if you miss one of them, you'll leave money on the table. So let's not do that. All right? So let's dive into each one in detail and see how we can make the most amount of money for you when you sell your home. The first one is preparation. Now, the whole goal in preparation is to make it easy for the buyer to see the value in your home and to make them fall in love with it. That's what we really want to do. They've got to be able to easily see the value, so in their limited amount of time they have to consider your home and write an offer before somebody else does, they can accurately know that this home is worth what I want to write this offer for. That helps give them better peace of mind. One of the main things we want to do in preparation is to declutter your home. And I know a lot of people aren't sure where to start with that, and that's where we come in. An expert realtor or staging professional should be able to help you do that. Now, if you're in Nashville, all you have to do is call me and we can get you started. The next thing you want to do is gather information on your systems and all the improvements you made in your home since you lived there. This is another thing that helps a buyer to understand the value of your home, see how well it's been maintained, and know when they are going to expect to have to replace major systems like HVAC, water heater, and appliances. All that information is important to the buyer, and you're going to want to gather it anyhow for the appraiser and for your marketing materials. So let's gather that information first and make sure we get it in the right hands. Another thing to consider is a pre-inspection. And I don't always recommend that, but if you have concerns about your home or you think you might have some issues that you want to deal with before you put it on the market, a pre-inspection is a great way to do that. It could also be used as a tool to help buyers know the condition of your home up front so they can feel most comfortable about writing that big offer. You also want to consider additional improvements. Now, in a seller's market like we have today, you don't have to spend a lot of money to sell your home. As a matter of fact, you don't have to spend any money to sell your home if you don't want to. But there are some things that are very inexpensive or that pay for themselves that you can do that'll put more money in your pocket. If you want to learn what those are, it's going to be different on every single home. It's a great idea to have an expert realtor walk the home with you. They can help you with decluttering. They can help you with gathering the age of the systems, gathering a list of improvements, and anything else you need to prepare your home to get it on the market. Now, the next big step is staging. And notice I've separated that from preparation for a specific reason. When a lot of people think staging, they think of spending a lot of money. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. It does not have to be expensive. One of the things we prefer to do is work with the furniture and the decor that you already have, help you place it to make your home shine the brightest, and then bring in additional pieces from our collection to make sure that everything looks as best as it can when buyers see your property in the marketing materials or in person. Another important aspect of staging the home is improving the flow of your home and also making the rooms look as large as possible. That's one of the things where we can help you when we walk through your home and give you some staging tips and ideas. Another good thing we're going to help you with is depersonalization. Now, it's okay to have some of your personal effects and pictures around the home, but you don't want to overwhelm people because you have to remember, people have to picture themselves living in your home. And if you have personal items and pictures all over the walls everywhere, it's going to be hard for them to do that. So another important aspect of staging is depersonalization. Another important thing stagers are going to do, they're going to create focal points. And that is a point of the room that your eyes are drawn to immediately to highlight a special part of the house. That will make your home special, warm, and inviting for buyers. The third key is pricing. And pricing is very important, especially in a fast-moving market. Every home deserves an in-depth analysis of the pricing, not only of your home, but of also the comps in the area. And not every agent does an in-depth analysis. Now, your agent should be able to tell you exactly why they recommend a price and how they back that up with data. And if they can't do that, I would have second thoughts about that price recommendation. In a fast-moving market like we have in Nashville, where prices are increasing 1 or 2% a month, you need to factor appreciation into your comparables when setting the price on your home. If you don't do that, you're leaving money on the table. You also have to consider stretch goals when you're setting your offer on your home. Now, you want to push the market a little bit, but not so far that you've overpriced it. And if you overprice it, this is what happens. Your home is going to sit on the market for days. You're not going to have offers. You're not going to have a lot of showings. And people are going to wonder what's wrong with your home. That's the last thing you want. You don't want anybody wondering what is wrong with your home. Pricing it too low is also not a good idea. Now, some folks use it as a strategy to get more buyers and more competition, but if you price it too low, psychologically it anchors that low price in the buyer's mind, and they think the true price is actually lower than what it is because that's what you set with the anchor. Key number 4 is marketing. And it's one thing probably less than 1% of agents do, and that's market your listing outside of the MLS with paid advertising. And that is key to getting the most money for your home. For more than a decade, I've advertised every one of my listings, and it's proven to put more money in the pockets of my clients. And I've done that on Facebook, on Google, and on display networks across the internet. With this advertising, I want to connect direct to the consumer and drive them to your listing. And what it's shown, it's proven to increase showings 2 to 4 times versus the average listing in the same price range in the same area. More showings equal more offers, and more offers equal a better price for you and getting top dollar for your home. And I know some people today want the best price, but they also don't want a lot of showings and they want to limit the traffic through their home. And I completely understand that. And we have a plan for you too. Step 5 is negotiations. This is where the rubber meets the road. Not every agent is a great negotiator. One of the things we did in the very beginning was to make it easy for buyers to see the value in your home. That alone is going to get you better offers. That's part of negotiations. Besides the price of your home, make sure it's clear what you want in the terms of your offer. The best offer includes both price and terms that work for you. There's other things you have to think about in the offer. Lots of contingencies. You have finance contingencies, appraisal contingencies, inspection contingencies, sale of home contingencies. Now, there are strategies for each of these contingencies. For example, a finance contingency, you want to make sure you have a well-qualified buyer who has a 99.9% chance of getting to the closing table. Now, there's a way to do that before you sign the contract. What's common today is for offers to be written well over the price, and that can cause appraisal problems. What you want to do is get some coverage for the gap between what the home appraises for and what the offer is written for. Sale of home contingency is another thing you may see on a contract, and you may want to consider it if the home is already under contract and all the contingencies for that transaction have been met. One last thing you want to consider in your negotiations is earnest money. How much earnest money are they putting down? Are they putting at least 1% of the purchase price down or more? And if they are, when does that money become non-refundable? That's important to you in case this transaction falls apart. Thank you for tuning in today's show on selling your home. If you like the show, click the like button to let me know you enjoyed it. And if you have specific questions, leave them below so I can answer them. And finally, subscribe and click the bell so you'll never miss another episode. Thank you so much. Take care and have a great day.